Hi, welcome to today's Yin practice. For today's flow, you're going to want a block and a blanket and a bolster, or a pillow from your bed works just fine. And in fact, we're going to get started in a seat on that bolster. So lifting your hips here just a bit. When we find a seat on the bolster, you're going to want to be towards the edge of the bolster, helping your spine to lengthen and almost like your knees press forward just a little bit. Hands can soften on your lap. Eyes soften or close. Maybe you pull your shoulders up towards your ears and then slide them down your back. And first, give yourself a few moments here just to notice your breath. Feeling the breath fill the torso and completely release. Give yourself 3 more slow, smooth rounds of breath here. When that's complete for you, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, lengthening out the left side of your neck. Now you might stay right here, or left fingertips can reach towards the floor, increasing that stretch just a bit. Can check here with your chin placement, maybe lifting the chin or lowering just a bit to find where feels best for you. And then with eyes still, soft or closed, give yourself a few rounds of breath right here. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hand back to the lap if it's not there already. And then nice and slow, gaze down towards your lap, stretching out the back of the neck, and then left ear to left shoulder. Give yourself a few rounds here. We'll rock back and forth for a few moments before we settle with the left ear towards the left shoulder. Noticing any spots where it feels almost a little sticky as you roll from side to side. Maybe pausing in those areas for just an extra round of breath. Meeting next time your left ear is towards your left shoulder. Stretching out the right side of the neck. Hands can be on the lap or fingertips reach towards the floor. Adjusting your chin to find the spot that feels best for you. And then settle into stillness. Wait for your next inhale. Use that to drop your gaze back down towards your lap, stretching out the back of the neck. Slowly lift your gaze all the way up towards the ceiling. And then return back to neutral. Lovely. Now adding in some alternate nostril breathing. You can take your peace fingers between your eyebrows. Thumb comes to right nostril, forefinger comes to your left nostril. Of course, if at any time this doesn't feel great, you can return to your natural rhythm of breath, just noticing those inhales and exhales. If you're joining for alternate nostril breathing, first close the left nostril with your forefinger. Inhale. Close right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Close left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close right. Exhale through left. Continuing with that pattern at a pace that feels good for you. Giving yourself just a few rounds here. Continuing with that pattern wherever you are until you end with an exhale on the right side. Once that's complete, hands can lower back to your lap. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Eyes can gently open as we make our way to our next shape. Taking your block at its lowest or medium setting towards the top of the mat. You may want your bolster nearby or even your blanket nearby, everything nearby. Starting here first, take your right shin parallel to the top of the mat, left shin parallel to the long edge. Now you can stay right here, lowering your forearms down to that block or stacking the bolster on top of the block if that feels better for you. This is deer pose. You are welcome to stay here. This is lovely for opening the hips. Or if you'd like to take swan, extend your left leg long behind you. That'll likely lift your right glute off the mat. And then fold down into the shape that feels good for you. This is where you might want your blanket either under that hip, or if the blanket isn't quite supportive enough, you can take your bolster under that right hip. Giving yourself some time, adjusting, and then settling in, eyes soft or closed. Start to bring awareness back to your breath. Slowly begin to press your upper body out of the shape. If that left leg is extended, bending your knee to return to deer pose. And then planting both soles of the feet on the mat. Hands come behind your hips. You might let the knees just fall side to side here.